Good evening, Dr. Orlando. This is Bryan Bailey. I'm doing a little bit of something that's probably a little bit out of the ordinary tonight, even though you have set expectations of Jing to be the platform to create this video and then post it to discussion boards. Unfortunately, I've been trying to resolve the issue with Jing with my laptop. I even have the Azure OIT, and they still have not been able to figure out the problem. So, in order to hopefully meet the requirements of this assignment, I will be using YouTube as my platform. Okay, so the question for this week's discussion board is how can we use Jing in the classroom? And using it from the classroom experiences that I've had, Jing can really make a difference, especially when you have using it for different subjects such as science, math, social studies, language arts, and probably even reading skills. I found that I have used it in the past with students in math classes, in which actually I would have them do background work on, say, positive, negative numbers, geometry, mean, median, mode, and actually they would actually create a video, and we would create Word document or PowerPoints, and we would use a video to show that, and then we would present it to other teachers and administration. Okay, so let's talk about what some basic ways we can use Jing in the classroom. All right, so one, I want to point out that Jing is a tool that can help visual learners, and I also believe it can help auditory learners as well. So it would be beneficial for a few reasons. First, you can make a blog for your students to follow. Blogs are pretty popular among us educators, in which we can post upcoming assignments, grades, and just our thoughts, general thoughts on the way certain classrooms are going or class periods. Okay, you can also put on there upcoming homework assignments as well. Okay, all right. Secondly, it can also help students feel more comfortable and confident about utilizing and using 21st century skills, which has been a major push for past several years now, in which they want students to be technologically prepared for upon graduation from high school or going into the trades or colleges. Okay, all right. Second, let's see, another use for Jing in the classroom. Actually, the Jing projects can easily help particular students, and I have always I've been doing a lot of research, and I've come across that a lot of my special ed students who are auditory and visual learners are really adept in expressing themselves with using Jing or this platform as YouTube in itself. Okay, all right. Let's see. We can also use collaborative projects, and that in itself is what would be a wonderful idea for Ashford University to do. And it would not surprise me if sometime in the future, professors and instructors start having telecollaborative videos, and where the study groups or cohorts can be working together and discussing issues face to face. Okay. Let's see. Jing projects can be shared with people all across the internet, and that in itself, because then you're spreading you're putting out useful information, and you're sharing what you learned, and with other people who might not be as knowledgeable on the subject that you've done, but then they can learn that information and be inspired to do a lesson or an assignment in that way, and spread and keep spreading the information. Okay, so basically, those are some of the best ways, in my opinion, that can be used for using Jing in the classroom. And I said probably within the next school year, I have some ideas on using Jing and YouTube and some other platforms to when I renew my 8th grade math classes, and when we do certain subjects or areas in the math curriculum. So, and thank you for your time, and have a good night.